Hi, you're watching Alexa. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna try out new products from Beret. These actually launched in January 2021. If you haven't heard of Beret before, it's essentially a new luxury makeup brand with a minimalist concept behind it, made with clean ingredients. If you're interested in any of these products, I was given an affiliate code, which I do earn a small commission from. That will be linked down below. The first product is their #1 brush, which is a very soft and densely packed vegan brush with synthetic bristles, of course, meant to be perfect for blending complexion products. And I'm going to be using this with the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick, which is sort of like a 2-in-1 because it's supposed to replace foundation and concealer, or rather act as if it were either or. All of the Beret cosmetics were made in partnership with an esthetician so that the ingredient list would not include 72 potentially acne triggering ingredients. So I found that really interesting as a person who used to struggle a lot with acne. This complexion stick comes in 20 shades. And I already love the way that it's blending. I don't know if you can see that, but this looks so good. This was such a spot on match for me. I picked the shade in Sand. It says that this is a lightweight, hydrating, buildable, light to medium coverage formula formulated with sea daffodil extract, which helps diminish the appearance of pigmentation and dark spots. I do have a bit of pigmentation. I have texture on this side. This is my texture side. I don't expect this to cover texture. I just want something that sort of diminishes the appearance of darker spots. And I like to just even out my complexion without looking too unnatural. And given how much I applied, I'm really happy with how this is looking. What do you think? It's just like slightly too light, but I know I'm gonna match this when it gets a bit colder. I just dotted a little more around my mouth and my nose because that tends to be where I get some discoloration. And the brush is so soft. I actually can't wait to try this with different foundations to see how it works, but it works perfectly with the stick foundation formula. Here's a bit of a close-up of how the foundation looks. This side, I tend to have a little bit more texture, and on this is my good side. I'm very happy with how this blended out. I'm going to move on to highlighter before I go into the cheek products because I actually asked to try out 2 of their Flush Balms and 2 of their Shade Slicks just to have kind of 2 different vibes, you know? This is the Day Glow Highlighting Balm, and I picked the shade in Bounce. There are 2 shades, and I just heard that this was the shade that sort of had a more wetter finish and looked better on medium to deep skin tones. Oh my. Alongside the foundation and the brush, spoiler alert, are probably my favorites in the collection. It really gives you that lit from within vibe. This highlighter is made for daytime. It gives you a dewy look without having any sparkle added to it whatsoever. It's really natural. The way that it sort of just melts into the skin. It's really nice. I really like this one. The next item that I'm going to try out are their Flush Balms. These are cheek colors and they come in 5 different shades. I have the ones in Beverly Hills and Raspberry Beret, and we're gonna try both of them on. So we'll start with Beverly Hills. This is a cream tint that melts into the skin. It's pretty much foolproof. You just sort of pat it into the skin after you've placed it in the right area. I like that when you apply it, it's not so pigmented that it's unmanageable. It's definitely buildable. Although I would say that the Raspberry Beret, it has more pigmentation than the one in Beverly Hills. If you want this to be more in your face, which is not at all the premise of the brand, but if you did want it to show up more on a medium light skin tone like my own, you could go in with a separate layer. But for me, this is the vibe I'm going for when I use cream blush. And this formula has a balmy finish, so it's really great for looking hydrated, especially during the colder months. Next, I'm going to be applying the Shade Slick lip color. It's a tinted lip oil. This is available in 8 shades, but I have the one in Pink Beet. And I think this one marries really nicely with the Beverly Hills cheek color. Packaging is really adorable. It kind of reminds me of the Stila Glitter and Glows, except obviously the applicator is a little bit different. As someone who struggles with dry lips, I really like the idea of a lip oil. This is something that you would reapply a few times throughout the day. It's not crazy long lasting, but it is hydrating and light on the lips. Here's a close-up of Beverly Hills and Pink Beet. This lip oil contains shea butter, grapeseed oils to help condition and soften the lips, jojoba oil, which is one of my favorite oils, and it functions like a lip stain. So as the oil shiny factor fades away, you are left with a bit of a stain, so you're not nude by the time the product wears off. For me, this is the perfect no makeup look. Stay tuned because we're gonna apply Sangria with the cheek color in Raspberry Beret. And I'm really excited about this because it is a much deeper shade, as you can tell. Whoop. And we'll be applying the Shade Slick in Sangria. Everything, by the way, is fragrance free. I don't smell anything on these. Typically, a shade like this would be something I would dot on, but I'm going for the full effect today. Let's see what happens when I put on a little more. It looks much more dramatic in person than it does to me in the viewfinder right now. This blush is giving me that like frostbite, cold winter bitten vibes, and I'm kind of for it, to be honest. Like, I really like the way this looks. So that was Raspberry Beret and Sangria. Let me know in the comments down below which of the two looks you prefer, or which would work best with your complexion. It would be interesting to hear that below, or if there are any shades or products in particular from Merit that you're interested in. And if you want to purchase anything from them, I do have an affiliate code that you can use to help support my channel. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!